This tablet of unbaked clay, held in the British Museum, is the Imago Mundi. At 2,700 years old, it is recognized as the oldest map of the world. Instead of providing road directions for travelers, Babylonian cartographers used these tablets to define the absolute boundaries of human reality and the cosmos. For 130 years, a missing section of this map left researchers unable to identify the outer limits of the Babylonian universe. The clay had broken away right at the edge of the world. Because this physical edge was lost, historians faced a literal blind spot regarding what ancient people believed lay at the furthest reaches of the earth. To orient ourselves, we look to the center. This large rectangular engraving represents the city of Babylon. The Euphrates River is depicted as two parallel lines bisecting the city, running from the mountains in the north toward the south. Encircling the entire central region is a massive ring of water, known in Akkadian as the Marattu, or the Bitter River. For the Babylonians, this was the absolute limit of the known historical world. Protruding from the outside of this ring were originally 8 mountain peaks. However, the damage to the tablet's bottom left corner erased a critical point in the sequence. Understanding this grounded, central geography is necessary before we can follow the map into the strange territories it describes at the edge of the world. The mystery changed in the 1990s when a researcher named Edith Horsley located a missing fragment in the museum archives. It fit perfectly into the gap on the map's edge. This restored piece allowed cuneiform expert Dr. Irving Finkel to translate the legend on the back of the tablet for the first time. The text acts as a travel guide. It instructs the reader to cross the Bitter River and travel a distance of 7 leagues to reach a remote outer mountain, or nagu. By filling this physical gap in the clay, researchers unlocked specific geographical coordinates to a destination that scholars once considered entirely symbolic. The translation describes the 4th mountain peak, promising that a traveler who reaches it will find wooden ribs as thick as a Parsec 2 vessel. That specific word, Parsec 2, is an alarm for Assyriologists. It is the exceedingly rare measurement used by the Babylonian Noah to build his survival vessel in the ancient Ark tablet. The map places this mountain peak in a region called Urartu. This is the Assyrian name for the region surrounding Mount Ararat. This means that the biblical landing place of Noah's Ark matches the specific geographical location plotted on this Babylonian tablet. The Imago Mundi treats the wrecked remains of the Ark as a reachable landmark, plotted with the same geographical intent as a neighboring city-state. While we often view the flood as a symbolic story, ancient cultures across the Near East perceived it as a physical event that left behind tangible debris. Historians like Berosus and Josephus recorded accounts of people traveling to these mountains to see the Ark's remains, sometimes scraping off bits of ancient pitch to use as protective amulets. Even the Talmud records that the Assyrian king Sennacherib visited the site of the Ark to retrieve a wooden plank from its hull. These cross-cultural records suggest the Ark was widely considered a physical destination in antiquity, a place that could be visited if one followed the right coordinates. When we view the complete Imago Mundi today, we are looking at a record of how the Babylonians perceived their place in history. They did not draw a hard boundary between the physical geography of their world and the stories of their survival. The map describes a journey across the edge of the world to see the wooden ribs of a great ship silhouetted against the sky. The world's oldest map shows us how the Babylonians tied their daily, local geography to the physical landscape left behind by the Great Flood.